Hello, in this video we're going to talk about how to highlight portions of a PDF that don't have readily visual text. So we want to make sure to accentuate different parts via a highlighter when the original document was not a Word document or some sort of text document where it's more pictures and images. So the first thing that I want to do in this circumstance is just show you how we can go about rotating this document to make sure that it's visual for us to use. So we don't want to work with this horizontal, this vertical notation. We want to rotate it so we can read it horizontally. So I'm going to go ahead and change this, and I'm going to rotate this option. It only allows me to rotate clockwise. You can hit Shift Control Plus, but I'm just going to show by hand. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it one more time, and now I have this document in a way that I can visualize it. So in order to highlight non-text, you have to make sure that you have the Adobe Program Pro, Adobe Acrobat Pro, and it has to be a minimum of there's version 11 point something. So mine here, as you can see, is version 11.0.19. The 10 version does not have it, so make sure you have the version 11 minimum. Next thing we're going to do is that we're going to go to View, and this is in order for us to download, and we're going to go to Tool Sets. You won't have these options available, but I'm going to show you how to get them. And you're going to go to Find More Online. So what that's going to do is it's going to bring up this website right here, Adobe Acrobat Library. We want to go down the option where it says All Tools. This All Tools will give us the ability to highlight using a highlighter. So we're going to download this. I'm going to open this. I'm going to open this download. It prompted this open option. It says, do you want to import this tool set into Acrobat? I'm going to import. It might have some conflicts. The tool set has one or more commands that are recognized by this version. Do you want to can continue? Yes, I do. Let's keep on importing. It says now you can find the imported tools by going to AGI All from the customized menu. I click OK. Now we're going to go back to the View option. And we're going to go to Tool Sets, and I'm going to highlight AGI. Your probably says Default Tools right now, so it has these default tools, but we need some more tools. We need some more options. So I'm going to go to Tool Sets and find AGI All. Click. And notice that changed these tools. It's given me quite a few tools. You might have this open up. It might be open up here. I'm just going to minimize everything that I'm not going to use. So first thing, if I want to redact a certain portion, if I want to redact, I know that's not the topic of this video, there are a lot of different options on here, so that's definitely an option that you can use. As you can see, you can go through some of these more specifically, but there's a lot of different things that you can do in order to redact or work with different images. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of options here. If I want to redact, I go to Protection. I am going to mark for redaction. It says, are you sure you want to redact permanently? I say, yes, I do. You can click Do Not Show This Again, so it won't prompt that, but I like the prompt. And I'm going to highlight this portion here. I'm just going to highlight this, and I am going to recognize that it comes up yellow and black right now. If I want to confirm, I apply this redaction, and once I do this, this becomes black, and it asks if you want to make sure this is hidden from your document. Yes, you want to remove everything, and it's going to take a second to flatten the document and make sure that it's usable. I'm going to click on this left arrow to get rid of this, and it recognizes this is done. Let's say we want to highlight this phone number. We want to highlight this phone number. I don't want to redact it. That would be bad. So I'm going to undo my object. I'm going to go down here to the option to Drawing Markups. Drawing Markups. I'm going to click here. And notice there's a rectangle object right here. So I'm going to click on the rectangle, and then I'm going to highlight by left-clicking and dragging this box across this phone number. And notice nothing came up. We're going to add this highlighter background. We're going to add a highlight background. So I'm going to click on the red box, and notice it highlights. I click off, I get this. I click on the red box, and I'm going to hit Control E. So there I hit Control E. So notice when I hit Control E, this box populates. So I hit Control and hold E simultaneously, and it populates. It comes on, comes off, comes on, comes off. If I'm not on that box and I hit Control E, notice nothing comes up. I can't click anything. So I have to click on this box for the Control E options to populate. The first thing I want to do is that I want to get rid of the red outline. So I'm going to change the outline color. This is the outline color to white. And then I want to add a highlighting color. So I want to highlight yellow. I'm going to click this highlight yellow because it's actually stronger. So I click on this and notice it blocks out everything. I'm going to change the opacity from 100% to, let's try 40%. Notice 40%, it gives it a nice tint. If you don't like 40%, you can use an alternative version that's 60%. Whatever version of the highlighter opacity is okay. 20% allows you to see a little bit more. It depends on your level of desire for opacity. And now since I did this, this is highlighted. If I want to change it, I can come up here and I can change it to 40. And the nice part about doing it through this method is that, say now I wanted to highlight the address. I can come on this box. I can click left on this box. I go to the edit option, copy. I come down here and I go to edit and I hit paste, and notice it gives me another highlighted box. So I don't have to go through that process again. So I can do this as many times as I want to. There's actually a shortcut key where I can highlight, hit Control C simultaneously, then I hit Control V, Control V, oops, maybe I didn't do it, Control C, Control V, there we go, Control C and Control V will reproduce this box. So there's a lot of great ways that you can go about doing this. All you have to do now is click Save. It's going to prompt you to save as something else, so view menu redacted. You can then save and you're good to go.